If you're going for that wall of guitar sound, but it ends up sounding more like a wall of mud, well, in this video, I'm going to show you a technique called complementary EQ that may help you get an epic guitar sound in your projects. Let's go. Hi, my name is Pete. Welcome to Studio Live today. Now, we're here in GarageBand, but the beautiful part about this method is it can be used in any platform, any digital audio workstation you choose. And it's a simple method, but it works really well. What we're going to be doing is grabbing an EQ and adding complementary EQ. So that means where we cut on one track, we actually boost on the other track. So when especially you've got two electric guitars panned left and right, it's really going to give you some definition and give you that wall of guitar sound that you may be looking for. So this is two of the guitar parts in my song called New Beginning. We've got this one here, which if we come out here, you'll see is panned to the left. This one here is panned to the right. Now at the moment, I've removed the EQ, so we don't have any EQ on this one or this one. If we hit play on these, this is what they sound like right now. Not bad, yeah, but not super defined. We want to actually make sure that we can really clearly hear the two guitar parts. Now, I have used the same guitar for this one and this one, but you can see here I've used tone bridge as the tone on this guitar, and on this one, I'm just using the standard GarageBand amp simulators. So tip number one here is to generate a different tone on the left to the right. So if we come out here and take a listen to these separately, we've gone all the way down there, we come up to here. If we take a listen to just the left guitar, it'll be over on the left side. Take a listen to that one. So that's a very distinct sort of tone there. If we come to the right hand side, we've got this sort of tone. So they're different tones, yeah, but the thing is they're basically sitting around the same frequencies. If we play these together, so it's sounding okay, but there's not a heap of definition there. So what I've gone and done is I've grabbed my EQ, and on this guitar on the left here, we turn on the visual EQ. Now you can use something like LRC5 or a more complex EQ. This is just a visual EQ, just a 3-band parametric EQ. What I've done here, you can see I've put a little cut here on the bass. I've put a little cut here in the mids, and I've given it this ramp up here in the treble, heading up above 2K onto this guitar. So if we hit done on that one, and we come back and take a listen to this, this is with that EQ off, it sounds like this. Okay, but just a little bit dark and muddy. If we bring this on, we get this sort of sound. Turn it off. Just not quite present, yeah? Just boosts out the treble and gives us that sound. So now, what about the other guitar? Well, let's jump down here and take a look at this one. We've done the opposite here. Instead of actually boosting those spots, we've actually given a boost around 1K. So this is giving this one a mid-range boost. And because we've actually cut the mid-range on this one, in fact, we probably could even cut it even more. You could probably come down, do something like that to give it even more depth and even more difference between the two. But if we come back in here, let's come back to this second guitar and do the same sort of thing. So if we play this guitar here without the EQ, it sounds like this. Turn the EQ on. Back off. Super subtle, yeah. But when you bring these together with the EQs on, so we've got the EQ on that one and the EQ on this guitar, and play them together. Can you just hear how the two tones complement each other? Hence, complementary EQ. So our first guitar here, again, just to recap that one, we've given it a cut there and a boost in the treble end. In this one, we've flipped it on around and we've given the boost there and the cut in the treble end. Now, you don't have to do it exactly this way. You can experiment. You can try this with different instruments, with vocals if you want to. If you've got any two instruments that seem to be occupying the same space, your bass guitar as well, they all seem to be occupying that same space. You can use this very simple tip and trick to grab your EQ, drop it in one spot on one, give it a cut, and then give it a boost at that same frequency on your other track. I hope you find this one interesting. It's a cool little tip that can really help enhance and make your guitars sound even more epic. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.